The Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) may have finally laid to rest the controversy over the position of the Julius Abure-led leadership of the Labour Party by confirming that the tenure of Julius Abure has expired. INEC also references the Supreme Court April 4, 2025 judgment, which struck out the suit underpinning Abure's claim for lack of jurisdiction, effectively nullifying all prior rulings that had purportedly affirmed his leadership. In a statement issued in Abuja on Friday by the leadership of Labour Party Candidate Forum said, "I received with profound relief and deep satisfaction the news of the judgment of the Federal High Court, Abuja, which dismissed in its entirety the case instituted by Mr. Julius Abure against INEC. In a swift reaction, Nenadi Usman, interim national chairman of the Labour Party, commended INEC for what she described as the clarity, courage, and institutional integrity reflected in its position."
Forum condemns in strong terms the disobedience of both the Supreme Court judgment of 4th April 2024 and the Federal High Court judgment of the 15th August 2025 that sacked Julius Abure as the national chairman of the Labour Party on the grounds that his tenure had expired by both the Independent Electoral Commission (INEC) and Julius Abure. The judgment of the court are meant to be obeyed by the parties involved, not the other way around. If court judgments are not obeyed, then it is not court judgment but a tissue paper. In recent appearance of the sacked former national chairman of Labour Party, Julius Abure, in INEC, in a quarterly meeting with the political parties in Nigeria, is a contempt of both the Supreme Court judgment of 4th April 2025 and the Federal High Court judgment of 15th August 2025 that sacked him. This forum will not fold our hands and watch the judgment of our courts disobeyed in this manner. We are determined to explore all legal means, including peaceful protests, to make sure that the judgments of our courts that sacked Julius Abure as the national chairman of Labour parties are obeyed by the INEC. We hereby call on INEC to immediately obey the court judgment that sacked Julius Abure by removing his name from her portal and replace it with the name of national chairman of the Labour Party, distinguished Senator Nanadi Usman, and distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, the national secretary by the INEC. By the neck. We must not allow the INEC to drag their name to the mud by these issues of Labour Party. The forum hereby reiterates her solidarity to the leadership of national chairman of Labour Party, distinguished Senator Nanadi Usman, and distinguished Senator Darlington Wokocha, the national secretary of Labour Party. We also call on all aggrieved members to return back to our party. Let us build our party.
The party is moving on, irrespective of the distraction that is coming from the former national chairman of Labour Party, Julius Abure. Like the chairman of the forum just stated, that Abure's tenure has ended. I, the secretary of the forum, Comrade Splendor Oko Eze, hereby reiterate the fact that Abure's tenure has ended. You cannot place something on nothing and expect it to stand. The party, under the leadership of distinguished Senator Nadi Usman, is already, prepared to commence the party activities, which will start from the ward level, congresses from the ward level, local government level, state level, that will now culminate into national convention. And that is what we are into before this distraction came. But I want to tell us that no court in Nigeria is higher than the Supreme Court. And as far as the Supreme Court has, ruled that Abure's tenure has ended, has expired, there is no other kangaroo arrangement from Abure that can resurrect that. And I also want to state this. I want to plead with the new chairman of INEC that has been nominated and ratified by the National Assembly. He is a son, and I believe he understands the law better. He should look into the judgment of the Supreme Court that was submitted to the Commission.
Quickly, there is no doubt that there is a conspiracy against the Labour Party in Nigeria. There is no doubt. Why did we say so? First and foremost, there is a Supreme Court judgment on the 4th of April 2025 that dismissed the Federal High Court judgment of 8th of October 2024 that accorded Abure recognition as chairman of the party. Now, the Supreme Court judgment dismissed the Appeal Court judgment on the 17th, Appeal Court judgment of the 17th of January 2025 that similarly upheld the judgment of the Court of First Instance. Now, and the Supreme Court awarded those all the issues in dispute in favor of the appellants in that judgment. Who were the appellants? Distinguished Senator Nadi Esther Usman, as the national chairman, appointed by the National Executive Council of the party in a NEC meeting on the 4th of September 2024 in the first instance. Now, what was expected? I remember I was part of the delegation with His Excellency Peter Obi and the leadership of the party that went to INEC on the 9th of April 2025 to physically submit the hard copy, the certified true copy of the Supreme Court judgment to the INEC. And I remember vividly the acting national chairman, Mrs. Umbu, was in that delegation who received us.